It has been long thought that social media should be kept away from nature. Well, not any longer. Walter Kern is the tweeter from the trails.
It has been long thought that the veil between social media and experiencing nature is one that is necessary, but Walter Kern argues against this notion. In fact, he believes that experiencing nature alongside our various social media platforms and technology can enhance the experience of both. This argument is one of exploration into the question whether or not technology and social media enhances or diminishes our value of nature. What effects do these social media platforms have on our environment? Are they positive, negative, or a mixture of the two? In order to understand how prevalent social media is on our trails and in nature, I took a poll of 100 Long Beach State students, and the responses were not surprising, as 77% of polled students say that they do take their cell phones with them on hikes and other various activities. Of the students who answered no, I then asked, does it bother them when they see others on their phones and not enjoying the scene around them? Most said it can be bothersome, but in a funny way, and it does not affect their experience. The ecological impacts from the use of these recreational trails have been studied heavily over the last 20 years. The Parks Department of California lists many of these ecological stresses and threats to the trails. These include trampling by humans, habitat disturbance or modification, competition from displaced wildlife, pollution, and nutrient loading from animal and hiker manure and urine. These issues are not raised in Walter Kern's argument, as he focused on the creative process in writing and less about the effects of the environment. It is important to recognize what our actions will lead to down the trail. While yes, many of the trails have suffered at the fate of new media literacy, many trails and parks are reaping the benefit of social media and the exposure that comes with this new wave of tech-savvy visitors. Take, for example, the multitude of iPhone and Android applications that have come out in order to keep hikers and travelers informed and safe on their adventures. Apps like GoToAid have clear illustrations on how to tend to minor scrapes and cuts, and even how to mend broken arms out on the trails. There are even apps that catalog poisonous plants and animals so you can avoid serious injury while you're out in nature. What efforts are being made to protect the environment and preserving our own backyards from the effects of social media? One of the world's largest conservation efforts is thanks to the Nature Conservancy Organization. Since its founding in 1951, more than 1 million members have successfully protected more than 119 million acres of land and thousands of miles of rivers. Members stay connected with the use of social media, with chapters in all 50 United States and more than 30 countries. Utilizing Facebook groups, Instagrams, Twitter accounts, Flickr pages, and Tumblr blogs, members are able to find one another and make changes locally and globally. Walter Kern expresses in his argument that much of his creativity comes from inspiration he receives in nature. He states that without nature he would be unable to explore the vast wilderness that is his mind. Kern successfully argues for inspiration through the contrast of technology and nature, but it is important to understand some of the repercussions of using technology in nature. We have seen how it can both enhance and diminish people's value of nature. Social media is growing into an important facet of people's everyday lives, including ecological conservation. and with growing numbers of users, the momentum should not slow down anytime soon.